this is Lee back once again for another video. Little informal here. I just wanted to talk about some of the memorabilia I've gathered over the years from Shimmer, of course. So these are some autographed pictures. They're not necessarily, priceless, but they do bring up, nostalgic memories. So I just wanted to share some of them from my little scrapbook, as it were. So I hope you enjoy this simple video. Okay, hopefully you can see here the camera. Yumi Oka, yes, good picture there. Another autographed picture of Yumi Oka from a later show, Heel Yumi Oka. Legendary Mayumi Ozaki. Yes. And Tsukasa Fujimoto there. You can see. Yeah. Kaori Yoniyama. Great picture. She didn't actually wear that outfit the show I was at. That's more the Joshi Mania outfit, but great. We have Akino. Yes. Recent picture there of Sunoko Kato. Yes. Matsumoto, more recent. I actually got an autographed picture of her at an earlier show, but unfortunately I left it under my seat, and perhaps another fan walked off with it. But I have this one, which is great. Moka Nakagawa, who is now retired, so I was glad I had a chance to get this. The Global Green Gangsters, of course, Kelly Skater and Tomoka Nakagawa. Fun little picture there. Another 3G autographed picture there, another fun one. This was my first picture from the Raid Tank Kelly Skater back when she was a heel in Shimmer. Kelly Skater, one of my favorite, the new Lufisto. Now actually I had a hard time getting an autograph at a live show, and so I thought I'd miss my chance, and so I ordered this actually from her website. Since then she has made appearances to sign autographs, but anyway, I liked this one. Sarah Del Rey, one of the last appearances she made as an active wrestler. Not the very last, but certainly for Shimmer, so I was quite glad that I got that when I could. Here we have Mischief. Let's see if you can see that a little better. Of course, Clockwork Orange inspired. Very good. And of course, she hasn't been seen in quite a while. She may have retired from active wrestling, I understand. Once again, with Mischief. And she actually wasn't using this gimmick at the time, but she would later bring it back, so that was kind of a bonus. Here we have Mischief again, from her championship days. And then Cheerleader Melissa, simple picture, very good. Cheerleader Melissa once again, and this was one I actually found online. It was about the time, I think WWE 12 video game had come out, and many of the wrestlers posed for these sort of like sharpened, undersaturated photos with these little poses, as if they were part of the, video game. And I noticed she had posed for this picture, which is very reminiscent, and she didn't actually appear in the video game officially, of course, even though she has wrestled for WWF in the past, and TNA, of course. But anyway, I actually had to print this out, and she was gracious enough to autograph it for me at a recent show. So there you go. Thank you. There we have Alyssa Flash from TNA, of course the same person, just a different character. More of a mischievous, cheating, mean person, kind of a tease, as opposed to Cheerleader Melissa, who is, of course, run the gamut of characters over Aisha Saeed, of course, from TNA, Independent, and Ring Ka King. And then we have Crazy Mary Dobson. That's not upside down, that's just her crazy ways. So more recent wrestler, Nicole Savoy, and I believe this pose is sort of one of the default women wrestler poses, but nevertheless, there she is. Yeah, if you can see, this is Courtney Rush in her new, kind of evil, crazy, I'm not really sure what's going on. She's looking into a mirror. Of course, there's the happy self and the more crazy, strange, monstrous version of herself. So there you go. We have Xandra Bale with her Punisher gimmick. Of course, Madison Eagles, known for her Punisher gimmick, also on her gear. It's a good one. You see Spinelli, fun one there. Evie, of course. Thunder Kitty. You'll notice she's also in the photo there with Kana, of course, who is now in NXT as Asuka, and so is not present at the show to sign her half of the picture, but anyway. Another one of Thunder Kitty there, very retro style. The one of Kana. Unfortunately, most of the pictures, many of the pictures, I should say, that she took a little bit on the risque side. I guess she's done some modeling and so forth. This was one of the tamer ones that I wanted for my collection, simply because I'm collecting pictures of wrestlers, not models necessarily. That's not a criticism of her personally. Just she's come out with more wrestling-related pictures more recently that are quite good. Taylor Made. She does a lot of modeling type pictures also, but there you go, more wrestling-esque. Allison Kay, kind of a similar thing, and she wrote "Keep It Classy" on her. Of course, the newer wrestler, Marty Bell, of course, who has appeared in TNA, but she's a much better wrestler in Shimmer, I would feel. Here we have Mercedes Martinez from her heel run more recently. Of course, I was looking for a picture where she was smiling, but she didn't have any because she was playing a bad person at that time. Once again, Mercedes Martinez, no smiles. Athena, Sweet Saraya Knight, Matthews, Yako Hamada. These are more oversized, so it's kind of hard to get them all on the camera at one time. Yes. Another from Yako Hamada. Yako Hamada, one of my favorites, who has not been seen in a while. Immigration border issues. Eagles, and now I suppose they need to Photoshop the title belt back in there because she's now the new champion. Mia Yim, surreal picture. Jessica Havoc, there. Lady Lovelace, there dressed as Rosie the Riveter. I've also seen a picture of cheerleader Melissa wearing this outfit, of course, from the World War II era. Nevertheless, Heidi Lovelace, going as Heidi the Riveter here, did not actually wrestle in this outfit at the show I was at, but nevertheless, how could I pass up an opportunity to get this picture and her autograph? So much appreciated. But certainly not least, Allison Danger here, the founding mother, if you will, of Shimmer. And unfortunately, she was all out of her wrestling photos, so instead we get kind of this Marilyn Monroe-esque portrait. So, but I wanted to pay my respect to such a veteran, and that's what I got. So I got her autograph, so thank you. Of course, I have many other bits of memorabilia here in my scrapbook, but this is a magazine cover that I got at my very first live show. It was actually a Japanese magazine about wrestling, and it featured some articles about Shimmer. I can't actually read them because I don't read Japanese, but there's some older photos of the entire roster at the time. Many of these wrestlers are retired or have moved on, but there's a few I've never seen, but I've seen most of them. I might go over that in a later video. So there you go. There's my humble Shimmer autograph collection. Of course, there's other things in there. I've saved some of the ticket stubs and little flyers and things, the little promotional letters they send out, those little cards. I could go on and on about those. I also have a few memorabilia items, a few t-shirts, a couple that were signed, kind of a strange thing signing a t-shirt itself, but there you go. I also have a hat that Kelly Skater autographed for me, so that was quite fun. I have a couple digital versatile discs, and those are always a trick, signing the inside cover perhaps, so I have a few of those. Let's see, from Mischief I have one, two from Lufisto, and one that it's the Women of Honor Ring of Honor collection. I wanted to get many of the wrestlers who were in it to sign, but unfortunately I missed my opportunity. By the time I had the disc, they weren't wrestling anymore, and when they did, many of them did make a surprise appearance. I no longer had it with me. So I could have gotten Tomoka Nakagawa to sign it. I could have gotten Lacey and Daisy Hayes at the last show, but unfortunately it was not to be, so the sole